It was a bright morning. A father was standing outside his new house with his little son. 2 rooms were being built. There was 1 mason, 2 helpers, and 5 workers. Everyone was busy doing their job. The father smiled and said, "Son, sit here and watch everything. I'm going to the market to buy some building materials." The little boy nodded and sat quietly. He watched everything very carefully. Some workers were mixing cement, sand, and water. Some were carrying the mortar in pans. They worked under the hot sun. The mason was laying the bricks carefully while his helpers gave him tools and helped with small jobs. At lunchtime, everyone stopped working. The workers showed great respect to the mason. One worker said, "Master, please eat first." The little boy watched everything quietly. After some time, his father came back. He said, "Come with me, son. We need to buy some bricks." They drove to a brick factory on a tractor. When they arrived, the boy saw many workers making bricks under the hot sun. Some carried bricks, some loaded them, and some worked around the kiln. But the owner of the brick factory was sitting on a chair. He was talking to customers, checking the work, and managing everything. The father paid the owner for the bricks. The bricks were loaded onto the tractor, and they returned home. When they reached the house, the mason said to his helpers, "Come on, unload the bricks." The helpers and workers started working immediately. Some prepared the mortar. Some carried it upstairs. The mason continued building the walls. By evening, a lot of work had been finished. The father paid the mason for the day's work. The mason then shared the money with his helpers and the workers. The little boy became very curious. That night after dinner, he went to his father and said, "Dad, may I ask you something?" His father smiled. "Of course, son. Ask me." The boy said, "Today I noticed something. At the brick factory, the workers did the hardest work, but you paid the owner. At our house, the workers and helpers also worked the hardest, but you paid the mason first. Then the mason shared the money with everyone. Why does this happen? Why do the people who work the hardest not get the most money?" The father stayed quiet for a moment. Then he put his hand on his son's shoulder and said, "Son, hard work is very important, but hard work alone is not enough. The workers use their strength. The mason uses his strength, his skills, and many years of experience. The owner may look like he is doing less work, but he invested his money, takes the risk, makes the plans, and is responsible for the whole business." He continued, "Always remember this, son. Never run away from hard work, but never stop learning. Learn new skills, improve yourself. Think before you work. When you combine hard work with smart work, you create more value, and people pay more for value." That night, the little boy made a promise to himself. "I will always work hard, but I will also keep learning and become smarter every day." Many years later, that little boy became a successful man, not because he avoided hard work, but because he worked hard, learned new skills, and used his mind wisely. Keep it in mind, hard work builds your future. Smart work helps you grow faster. The greatest success comes when you combine both.